Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we look at an account review from one of my past streams. If you want to have your own account reviewed, please join my Discord and let me know. Onwards to the review. Hey, we back recording and stuff. Still same session as with the last review. And we're looking at the account 𝘏𝘦𝘪𝘻𝘰𝘶, and we're looking at 𝘏𝘦𝘪𝘻𝘰𝘶. It is probably a free-to-play or a low-spending account. I would go by free-to-play, since it has just 3 5-star characters, one of them being from the standard banner. We have a adventure rank 50, so I would assume you have been playing since not that long ago, maybe like 2.3, 2.2. Yeah, let's look at your characters. We are very high base attack. This is very nice. What weapon are you using? Okay, the new one. So that's pretty good. 58, 112, which is quite low if I'm being honest. Why is it? Oh, you probably don't have that many 5-star artifacts, do you? What are the... Running only a 2-piece Verdescent? Wow! Not the 4-piece. Which is surprising because usually you want to get the 4-piece bonus, but there we are. Let me look through it. 46. That's okay. Not really any crit value in there, which is probably why the crit value is rather low. 7.8 crit here. That's okay. Oh, buddy, you really haven't had any luck with these kind of things. Like if you'd had Venti, the Verdescent artifact domain would become so very easy. Yeah, your artifacts, oof, they are just like... Just sad. Anyhow, Constellation C1? Just C1, wow. Okay. You were going for Kazuha and only got him on C1, which is unfortunate. 878 is probably the highest you can go at the moment with the adventure rank 50 and world level 6, so that is more than enough. No, you can actually go to 10 and 10, never mind. This is something that I would recommend changing. Get better artifacts. That's really all there is to it. This value is too low. The crit rate is fine, it's just the crit damage is very much unbalanced. Like you have 212-ish percent, 220% over here in attack percent, whilst you only have 111 in crit damage. You would actually be dealing more damage if you had this like at 1.6k and this one at 170k, 170%. So that's maybe something that you can work towards too. Over here, as I said, I don't have Itto, and what I can say though that is again crit damage, which is low. Yeah, you just get a lot of defense again from that one, so that is okay. Like I don't really know much about Itto, but what I do know is that usually you want your things to be somewhat balanced. Like you can leave this at 1 extra K, like a 2k defense. Like if you have this one at 2k and this one at 100%, you actually are on the same damage. So if you just increase this more or prioritize this or balance these out, you would actually deal much more damage. Just so as a rule of thumb. Your Kaya is your other main DPS. 1.5k, that's... oh, that's low. Wait. No way. You're running the prototype, that's fine. I'm not sure if this is the correct choice, if I'm being honest. Sure, your crit rate is increased by 40% if you actually manage to freeze the enemy. Like if you have a Hydra character like Coconut or Shincho or anybody like that, I can see that working, but I feel like it's not optimal on him. I mean, you get the nice crit rate, but then your crit rate and crit damage is kind of imbalanced again. You have almost as much, you have it 1 by 1. So I would probably get this one higher. If you're staying on the same artifact set, get this to like 150% crit damage and you're fine. But you have a C1, which is decent. 878. It's okay, I guess. I mean, you always have to consider it's just an AR-50. So he or she didn't really have that much time to get all the great artifacts, right? So basically what you're currently having is you have a very good crit rate, but your crit damage usually is lacking so far. So if you work towards that, you are on the correct way. So that the basics that I'm seeing are not so terrible, but the balancing of these is not really great. I really have to get the damage basics video out there real soon, so that I can just link to it, look this video, and get more damage out of your stuff. That's what I should be getting rather soon. Alright, let's look at your Raiden. 40 of 150, 200. At 250, that's pretty high, that's pretty good. We have no electro damage bonus. Okay. That ain't good. I mean, that weapon is fine. If you'd had to catch it another time, that would be ideal. You don't have to catch it at the moment. Okay. I think his current state it will do. Yeah, I guess at the current state it will do. I'm just trying to give like improvements or ideas on what to improve. Because like from AR50 to 55, there's like the biggest increase in challenge, I feel. Like the HP goes up by way more than it was before. And the defense goes higher and stuff like that. What you want to do for sure is switch that one out. You want electro damage if you have it. The catch would be ideal for Raiden. Same goes for Xianling over there. Really good option. But other than that, it looks okay. I mean, you haven't unlocked or leveled them up at up to 20. Like this one is only at 10, this one is 16. So there would be still some stats that would go up. And if you have an electro piece, get it in here, because the damage increase you get from an electro damage goblet is better than this one here. That one is fine, nothing, just well balanced, that's what you need. I assume you don't use your kitchen all that much. Well, maybe you do. This one is actually fine, because you get another 15% from your burst, so... This is about 40%, so that's actually not terrible. 38% over 50, 85. Sure, that's fine, that's decently balanced. 15% electro damage bonus. Wait, what? This is a new weapon which I haven't seen. You don't really need recharge on her, do you? Wait, are you running elemental? Okay, nice idea. Your stats are surprisingly good for that. All the levels on your artifacts are this low. I'm impressed. And here you're running actually elemental mastery. Wow. Okay. Not something that I see all the time, but okay. But keep in mind that the elemental mastery, like you might be confused by the things you see here. Like, oh yeah, you deal increased vaporize and melt damage and stuff like that. Be careful. Look it up what you're actually getting from it, because this increase here is just on the consumption of elements. It's actually not on the part that you would expect it to increase. So please look it up, or better, subscribe, and wait for the damage guide to come up. I really need to make that video, man. Then these things would become way easier to understand. That's like one of the most thing that's getting confused by most people. This one actually, this increase here, yeah, sure, it's 129%, but what it actually does is like maybe give you 500 or like 1k damage increase, and you trigger it not often enough. So if you want to find it out yourself or don't want to wait for the video, look it up in the wiki. I feel like if you take your time, you will understand it. The damage increase isn't really that great. For Ka-ching, I feel like. But you can obviously try it. If you have a lot of reactions like with Xianling or Bennett or Bennett, that will obviously work. No problem. How is your Xianling doing? Physical damage. Why? I mean, you have the pyro damage over here. Is it just the one with the highest base stat? Oh, okay. If I may recommend you something, if you have any crit rate spear, get the crit rate spear on her, because your crit rate is too low, and you usually don't have her on the field enough to make use of the physical damage. Like, this is the most important thing, because everything else looks More or less fine. The crit rate is a bit low, but that's okay, I guess. I mean, that's fine. You get another 150 from that one. And probably some more from the stuff here. Yeah, I don't have any good spears, lol. If you have the... there's the weapon from Dragon Spine, which is actually really good. Like the spear that I mean, which would be ideal, would be this one. Dragon Spine Spear. No, wait, this doesn't even give you crit rate, it gives you physical damage as well, never mind. Oh boy. Then probably the one that gives you recharge would be the other one that's getting close to it. I thought that would give you crit rate. Damn it, I mistook it for the other one. Yeah, that's like the only thing that I would change. Probably just your Xianling, and maybe try to balance out your crit rate and crit damage a bit more. Overall, you are going towards the right direction, but I feel like you have too much emphasis on your crit rate at the moment. Because crit rate is always more expensive to get than crit damage. And crit damage and attack are about as expensive, but you want to keep them balanced. Oh wait, crit damage is actually easier to get, but you start at 50. So it is always nice to go at about the same value. It's probably good. It would be a solid 200%. A bit low on the elemental mastery. I would say you want more. Crit rate, crit damage would be fine if you had more elemental mastery. However, you have a lot of attack as well, so maybe decide. If you're going for pure hybrid, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if you want to go for a hybrid, maybe limit this to like 200% and go like 120% on crit damage. And go like for 400 elemental mastery if you can achieve that. That would be ideal. When you are still only level 70, and I'm not sure which value 𝘏𝘦𝘪𝘻𝘰𝘶 gets, but that would probably be ideal to go something around that. I think Xianling is good. Yes, Xianling is very good. As a support, yes, definitely. And if you build him for... What is that? Why? Like, it's not okay. Like, 200%. A crit rate, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, wait, 7% crit damage? That is all. Mine's pure shield. Okay. I'm surprised that you decided to go for the primordial jade spear then. Okay, sure. In that case, it would have probably been smarter to use the catch instead of the spear, but... Okay, sure. Where's the C6 Heizou on this account? Here. Like, if you look at his talents, these things all scale with anemo damage and additional included things. So... your swirls are not what deal a lot of damage, but rather what his skills are getting infused by other elements. That deals increased damage. So you don't really want that much elemental mastery on him. Anyhow, feel free to ask again in the future if you want me to look at your account again and maybe give you some advice later down the road. If you feel like you want some more guidance. For all those who are watching, thanks for watching, obviously, and see you next time. Bye bye.